Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another IL2 Battle of Stalingrad with Bismarck. Today we're having a look at update number 60, and this update brought with it a very interesting feature, and that is that we can finally jump into a plane that is already piloted by somebody and act as its gunner. Now currently only 2 aircraft have this possibility, and that is of course the IL2 if the pilot chose the rear gunner option, and the Junkers 87D3 Stuka, which sits with the Germans. So in a moment like this, you really want to have a friend with you and try out this new feature, and that's exactly what I did. Together with Firefly, some of you might know him from my streams and from one of the Cuban 8s, we went to the sky in both a Stuka and an IL2, and it was a ton of fun. In the beginning we had a little bit of a problem with the controls. I tried to set up the controls for the turret with my mouse. It somehow never worked. I don't know why it didn't. Then Firefly jumped into the turret seat and it worked automatically, so I guess I have to put my options back to default and then just see how it goes. But it was a ton of fun. We were laughing a lot, we were screaming, sometimes like little children really, or it really, the immersion was there. And whenever, I ran out of ammo, or because at the moment you cannot reload yet, that's going to be implemented later, so we basically only have 1 ammo clip, but it was a ton of fun regardless. And just having a fighter come in at your 6 trying to shoot him down, you yell to your pilot, he's coming in 5 o'clock high, the pilot reacting to that, of course, as well as that if you go on a strafing run, or if Stuka goes for a dive bomb attack, it very much feels like you're in the middle of an actual plane, with anything that can happen. Suddenly, a plane comes whizzing past. It's just so much, you have to look everywhere, the immersion is there, and it really was a great experience. Now we played for roughly 30 minutes or so, and if I can tell you one thing that really proves to me that it was a good time spent is, by the end, both of us said we need a shower, because we were so sweated. We were literally drenched in sweat. The tension was there, but at the same time it was fun. We were really immersed. When we got shot down or when we got hit, we would scream. Maybe it was just because we were having such a good time, and this is going to not going to be like that in the future. Probably not, but we were just having such a good time in those 30 minutes that it really is to no surprise that we were reacting or speaking or screaming before we actually could think about it. But yeah, in the background here you can see some of that footage that I collected yesterday, and in the end of the video, the last 5 minutes or so, I'm going to let you guys listen a little bit to the audio that was going on. The voice comes between us during this session. Be warned though that it is really just us having a blast, and us really not thinking too much about that we're recording. We were just so much into it, and I'm gonna try to find some of those tense moments just for you to enjoy. Now, how it works really is simple. When you join into a server, you have the option of becoming a gunner. It's simply right there in the middle of the screen, really, next to the start button, and you press on it and you can have a look at all the planes that currently are flying around and that currently have a gunner option available. You just click on those, you click on the gunner seat, and you're good to go. And then you really only have to look at the control setup. You have to get into the gunner seat, you have to cock your gun, and there you go. You can start firing at the enemy. The only problem really is, what I run into, is that you cannot reload. But then again, in the heat of the battle, if you have to reload, those seconds that you waste reloading can also always prove your doom. So for now, it was really enjoyable. And what I also like is how different the gunner is on the IL2 from, for example, the Stuka. With the IL2 gunner, of course, it's a retrofit adjustment to the plane. It was something done on the front lines, and you can really see that. It is basically just a hole in the IL2 behind the cockpit, and the gunner sits on this leather strap that is attached to both sides of the plane and the interior of the plane. And he has this 12.7mm machine gun, which is rested on the back fuselage, but you can hear the wind whistling past whenever the aircraft goes into bank or it rolls around. You're scared that you will drop out of the aircraft, you just fall out. And it makes you start to wonder how it was in real life, because you're flying on a winter map and you're exposed to the environment, you're exposed to the wind, and later on then you're also exposed to German machine and cannon fire. But it just makes you wonder, how was it for these gunners? They must have been wearing so much clothing and thick gloves. At least I hope they were. I'm not sure that all of them were, because it really feels like you're exposed to that harsh and cold environment. And at the same time, you feel so exposed. When I jumped from the Stuka gunner to the IL2, I felt like I was naked. It was just, I really was scared, and I started shooting at the Germans quite early on, simply to get them off our tail. And IL2 gunners in the beginning, and also once the plane had actually been fitted with a real turret, their mortality rate was high. And if you were fighting in an IL2, you really wanted to be the pilot, because the pilots often, their plane would be soaking up so much punishment, and the pilot would be still able to bring it down. But as soon as he gets out of the cockpit, he sees that the gunner is dead. Or maybe he even knows before already that the gunner is dead, because the gunner really is that exposed. And the IL2, as slow as it is, as big as a target as it is, the gunner is bound to get hit. And when we were crewing the turret in the game, the same thing happened to us. Gunner got killed, and the pilot was still flying around trying to get home. And the Stuka as well. The Stuka is a little bit different. The Stuka has 2 machine guns on its back, so you really feel like you have a little bit more firepower, but they're not that effective either. They're 7.62s, I believe. And the only really difference is that I believe at the moment we have a little bit more ammo with these machine guns. If you look inside the turret, you'll see these big ammo belts going into the guns. And it really feels like you have a lot more to slug it out with. But at the same time, fire too much and you run out. So, however, speaking about the Stuka turret, you don't feel that safe either. Now, the advantage over the IL2, of course, is that you have some sort of protection around you. Yeah, you have this real kind of turret where you can swing around. You have a little bit of metal bars. You have this armored glass. But you don't feel that safe either, because it's a Stuka. It's also slow. It's not very much suited for really an aerial combat engagement. And actually, Firefly and me, we were once sniped out of our aircraft by a 37mm cannon. The guy just, I kept firing, and I just couldn't land any hits. Probably also because of my control setup, which I'm going to rectify for the future video if I do this. But suddenly this guy is up close, he fires once, and our Stuka just goes vroom, and we're gone. And that really, you felt so helpless. You just kept firing, you can see that you're missing, you fire even more, you try to aim better, it just doesn't work, and suddenly he's there, suddenly he fires, and done. You're gone. And your plane is just shredded to pieces. You're probably in there somewhere. I don't know if the pilot or the gunner is still in one piece, and it just felt so. It's hard really to say I had joy out of this, because then I think back at how it was in reality, and for them it wasn't a joy. If they saw a plane coming closer and closer, not landing hits, you can really see how they would panic, because I started to panic. Not really panic in the sense that I was, screaming my head off and in fear and so on, but I really wanted to get rid of that guy behind us, and he kept coming closer and closer and closer, and putting myself and my experience that I had in the game, and then just thinking about how it could have been in real life, and oh boy, am I happy that I was not around at that time. And yeah, with that really, guys, I'm going to give you guys a look at footage that we recorded in game, as long as with the sound. It might be a little bit different from what you're used to from me. Or usually I'm way more calm. You've maybe noticed that in the streams. But this time, Firefly and me, we were just laughing, we were screaming, we were cursing. And I hope you guys enjoy and have fun. Right there.
Okay, gear up.
Yeah, there's a BF-109 behind us, but he's not going for us, it seems. No, he's not.
I'm gonna fly straight, try to find radiator controls.
Yeah. A lag just fired at us.
Oops.
Yeah, and he incurs a penalty for friendly fire. Where are these buggers?
Okay, I found the controls for the water radiator, but I'm not sure which one opens it and which one closes it.
If I could
Right
see them,
control.
I could tell you. But it's normal difficulty, so I think it's gonna be done automatic anyway once it's needed. There's a BF-109 straight ahead, 3.4. 3.
Yep, I see that.
That Jericho guy is like flying around us the whole time. Oh, we've got the sun right behind us. Pretty,
Good.
pretty.
I love the game, the way this game looks.
Yeah. Oh, we've got a lag escort, by the way.
Oh, great!
Right
Okay,
up
I've
there.
located some ground targets.
Okay.
We have some bogies 12 o'clock, 5 kilometers away.
Okay.
Both of them closing in on us. One low altitude, one higher altitude.
Yeah, that's the one that's probably taking off. Oh, he's coming in faster.
And our lag escort has decided to call it quits.
Yeah. Do not worry, I am here.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do an attack run.
Yep. Ooh, BF-109 right behind us.
Bombs away.
Beautiful hit.
Thank you. Nailed it.
And we've got 2 BF-109s right behind us. 3 BF-109s right behind us. And they're firing like crazy. Whoa, shit.
Oh, I can hear BF-109 cannons.
Yeah, they're right behind us, all of them. Bloody vultures.
Help! Help!
Oh, we're burning. Or at least we're smoking.
We are smoking?
Yes, we are smoking.
Shit.
BF-109
We are-
right behind us here.
We are helpless right now.
Yeah, he's lining us up.
Shoot him, Bismarck!
I trying, but with keyboard this is not easy. I think I'm scoring hits there. Oh, he went down! He went down!
Yes!
Another one right there. Die! I'm out of ammo! No! No!